What's going on right now is that there's a common thing in this office that if you leave your Twitter on open on any device, it will get hacked.
And he has no clue where these are coming from.
And he has no clue where these tweets are coming from right now.
He believes it to be me.
And that's only a half
That's
truth.
only half true.
Yeah. I mean, currently he's sitting in front of his computer being tweeted out by a different device going, how the hell is this happening?
Ghost tweets.
Ghost tweets. Hi, Matt.
Oh, hey. Hi, buddy.
I figured it out.
How you doing?
We're just over here reading some comments. That's it. As you can see here, there's nothing here but comments.
A lot of people have said a lot of painful things to me.
You know what's sad is at VidCon there was a lot of kids with tiny shorts on, and I had that exact same speech. And I felt like such a 45, 50-year-old. I was like, where's your mother? Tell her to put a shirt on you.
The mom was over at the dentist convention drinking with all the 50-year-olds.
Hey, do you need a wife?
I talked to the dentist, some of the dentists at the dentist convention. I was wearing the same shirt as one of them, and he was like,
Ah!
yeah, and he was like, where'd you get that shirt from? I was like, H&M. I was like, where did you get yours? He's like, J. Crew. He's like, but mine's doesn't fade after 3 washes. And I was like, I've never wanted to punch someone in the face so bad in my life.
What a dick!
Yeah.
But like, what?
But mine doesn't fade after 3
Yeah, and I don't have $120,000
Exactly.
worth of school debt, you
Exactly.
dick. Also, you're the #1 fear.
Nobody wants to go see
I'm gonna feel really bad for our dentist people out there, but I'm just saying, you are more feared than Satan.
I hope Jonathan Gay is also a dentist.
That way we could just double team him.
Yeah.
Every time he watches, he's like,
Just dentist work on
Jonathan,
himself.
what is it? SourceFed's making fun of me.
Why do you keep watching it?
I don't know.
Oh, Jonathan. One time, me and my friend, we found this cord. You know, like the cords that secure telephone poles on the ground? You can kind of grab those thick metal cords. You know what I'm talking about? All right,
To a transformer?
No, but it's just the cord that goes to the ground.
Yeah,
It isn't
sometimes they'll have like a
electrified.
little metal
Yeah, it's
shield
just a
on it or
support cord.
something. Yeah.
It's like a yay round or whatever, a couple inches thick. Somebody deep in this forest where I grew up, on a hill, it was an incline, it was a slant. At the top of the incline, was a tree, and then on the bottom, another good 50, 60 feet away was another tree at the bottom of the incline. They took one of those cords and they wrapped it around the top tree and strung it down to the bottom tree and secured it, and it was super tight and taut. And we found it in this, me and my friend called this place Paradise. We go to Paradise, where we would literally get lost in a world of imagination.
I love it.
Is this the bridge to
We'd
Terabithia?
just be on, it's pretty much what it was. We would like go under bushes and stuff and find like teeter-totters made out of fallen trees and shit. It was really
that
fun.
you didn't make?
No, we just called it Paradise, man. That's
That
the
was
best thing.
Paradise.
That is paradise.
So, we found this cord in Paradise, and naturally we're like, well, we got to find a way to go from the top to the bottom of that cord.
And like rip cord or
Yeah,
like,
just see whatever it did. So what we did, we found
Zip line?
We found sticks. And you know how some sticks will kind of like go into a natural V shape sometimes. So we
God.
found one, started going down, and we would just go. And
That
it
is
was like 20 feet above the ground.
That's dangerous paradise.
So the first like 5 or 6 times
How would you
we
get
did
up
it,
to it?
You
Would
could climb the tree up to it, yeah.
Okay, that's where I'm out.
So the
I'm not climbing
I'm not
any
climbing
trees.
any tree.
The
I'm
first
what am I,
5 or
Michael
6?
Jackson?
Yeah. I'm not even gonna sit on a log to watch you guys because a spider might get me.
You gotta climb this tree.
This is not Paradise.
Yeah, this paradise has spiders.
So the first 5 or 6 sticks that we had, they broke mid traveling, like
Jesus,
going down
man,
a thing.
That makes
Breaking-
sense.
Midway down, they break, and we'd fall the 20 feet, and then like.
And laugh, I bet.
Yeah, it was hilarious because kids rarely break, so we'd just fall. Ah, you're an asshole.
Did you ever knock the wind out? Or
Oh
like-
yeah. All scraped up and stuff. But then we found a good thick stick.
Ooh,
that
yeah.
It became our cord stick, and we started going down this thing, and it got a groove in the stick, and it was perfect. And we would go down at a pretty good clip, and then at the end there was really no way to stop, so you'd just hit the tree. And then at the bottom of the tree, so was a dirty old mattress.
Oh my goodness.
no.
You know somebody banged.
Probably.
And not only that, did heroin on it?
Yep. There was no AIDS back then, though. There was no.
Or it
no,
was just
AIDS
some
didn't
smart
exist.
kid
No.
that had an old mattress, and he brought it there for the same reason that we found it.
Sure.
Or not. No, it's probably your bums traveled up to Montana and had sex on
Exactly,
it.
the hobo jungle
So it'd go,
guys.
bam, hit the tree, and you'd fall on the mattress, and you'd laugh, and we kept doing it and didn't do it. And we kept going back for like weeks, and then our good stick broke, or we lost it or something. We were super bummed out. I'm like, well, what are we gonna do with our cord, our zip line cord now? Found a hammer on the ground.
Hammer. Somebody murdered someone.
So we found a hammer.
That was a murder weapon
And
for sure.
my brilliant, stupid brain, the little claw end of the hammer fit perfectly right on the cord.
Joe.
But the thing about metal on metal
Sparks.
is you go fast.
Yes.
So it was
Slid right
It
down.
was smoke was kicking out the back of it.
Were sparks coming out?
Couldn't stop. Just slammed like 100 miles an hour
Oh
into
my
the tree.
goodness.
Bam! Fell on the stupid dirty mattress, unscathed. Unscathed. That's the best part.
No, I 100% respect your tweet prank game.
I mean, but it's so nice. Look.
You can
What's your
hurt me
favorite one
more.
so far?
Actually, my favorite one so far has been you're the reason that babies don't come home from the hospital sometime.
Go bathe in shrim, you sick bastard, letting the world know of your hairy hole.
How does that make you feel?
I'm sure your mother is a lovely woman. However, it could be said that I have bed her and she found it quite pleasant.
Oh my
Hashtag
God.
image.
I've never heard that.
That's
I
pretty
bed
sick.
your mother. Oh, I'm gonna start saying I bed people.
I'd rather have Elliott on his bad day than you.
I bed
It's a
her.
dark.
Oh,
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, we're good.
No, but Joe's leveling up.
Hold on, it's Elliott Morgan.
What is he saying?
He says,
I'm drunk at a bar right now.
He says, so good, traveling a lot in Florida now. You, how's life? Welcome back to LA. F that guy for leaving.
Did a story about a dog who was a princess, basically, who has thousands of dollars of clothing and $1,500.
I'm sorry, just one more. Your ass must get jealous of all the shit that comes out of your mouth.
Oh my goodness.
Good.
Jesus touched my dick, said
So it's like,
body of Christ.
Oh my God, Jesus!
did it like turn into water?
It just evaporated.
My dick's bread all of a sudden.
You can now feed the homeless. Go.
No!
There
I
are
don't
some
want to feed the
lepers.
homeless.
There are some lepers. Go. You
No!
must feed them.
What if I have to pee?
It's
you
my
can
dick.
pee in their mouths. It's also wine.
Let's offend everyone in the world right now.
Oh, is that that's not offensive?
No, it's not offensive.
I grew up
It's not
Catholic.
everyone in the
I grew up
world. It's
Catholic.
actually-
I'm allowed to make these jokes.
I
went to
grew up
school.
Catholic too, so I'm allowed to as well. Joe?
I'm a thing.
You're a what?
I made it being.
Okay, if you had to buy 3 items from a shop to try and freak out the cashier, what items would they be?
Okay, rope, bullets, roofies. Right? Can you buy roofies from the store? Where do people get
I think
roofies?
Rupulin is like an illegal drug, isn't it?
Okay, so where do they get it? Like who
I don't know
makes
where
roofies?
From the roof.
Some evil fucker is underground somewhere making roofies.
No,
I
no,
know.
no, no.
Did you, were you saying it's in the
No,
roof?
no, we can't let that go by.
Wait, what happened? She said it comes from the roof? Well, hold on. You're thinking of the roofies, the little babies that live in the roof. The little goblins that
You
live
guys
in
have
the
those
roof.
too?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I
They
love
watch
it.
me
I leave-
masturbate.
I leave cheese out for them while you
They are
masturbate.
in an internal
lactose
struggle
intolerant,
with
that's
the
fucked
fluorites.
Yeah.
Are they really lactose
Yes, they are.
intolerant?
And the Wallies
I
as
didn't.
well.
I felt really bad. I didn't realize they were lactose
Yeah,
intolerant.
do not feed them cheese.
Well, what do they eat then?
Poop.
Oh well then okay. Well that's why they never.
Give them your poop. Put your poop up in the attic.
Should I?
Yeah.
It's really like.
Legend
it's
says
really
if you
shardy,
leave
though.
a plate of poop at your bedside every night, the roofies will come down and take it away.
Oh my god. See, if I was ever gonna have a kid, I would teach them all of those fucked up, terrible things. Like, I want them to grow up knowing everything's backwards.
Oh, but don't put the poop too close to the floor because then the fluorites will get involved.
Yeah,
Florites
exactly.
are just like their jaws up on their head and their eyes are down here.
You
They're
don't
all
want
like,
to bring the fluorites out because after they're done stealing the poop from the roofies, they'll jump up under your bed and cut off your dick.
Also, don't you dare touch yourself, because the Wallies are watching you all day.
Also, Daddy's got a girlfriend on the side. I
And
haven't
Dad-
told your mother yet. I'm practicing with you.
And Daddy's got a real bad drug problem. It's bad. It's real bad,
Good night, I
son.
love you. P.S. Everything in the world wants to kill you. Goodbye.
Also, sorry I was nude the whole time we were speaking to each other.
And now presenting the nominees for News and Culture. Here they are.
News and current events show. HuffPost Live. Edward Snowden defended his disclosure of top-secret U.S. spying programs.
That was something that was very important to Edward Snowden. He risked life and limb and maybe his freedom.
OpDocs.
Some Marxist sympathizer nutcase in Dallas, of all places, who decided to shoot the president.
Retro Report.
Stella Liebeck was a 79-year-old widow sitting in the passenger seat of a parked car when she was burned.
SourceFed.
And all this has created a social media panic unlike ever seen before, except it was seen before last year when the exact same thing happened.
YouTube Nation.
The film Do the Right Thing just turned 25, but some of the themes in the movie are as relevant as ever, especially in the wake of Eric Garner's death in New York City.
Yeah, news and current events.
And
the Streamy
goes
to
SourceFed!
Guys, thank you so much for thinking that we do news.
First of all, thank you, everybody. Thank you to Phil and Discovery and to the fans. And also, thank you from Joe, Bereta, and Lee Newton, who couldn't be here.
Yeah.
We love them very much. They're a big part of why the show is successful in any way. I want to thank the Pepperoni Company, Hormel.
And thank you to the Streamies for gracing us with this. You're amazing. And thank you so much to Discovery. And like we said before, we'd be remiss without saying Philip DeFranco.
Yes.
I guess just overall, thank you for caring about the world every now and then. That's about it. Love your faces. Anyone else want to say anything important, Danny?
Thank you to the editors. We'd be nothing without you.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you, everybody.
It's so heavy. It's so heavy. It's so heavy.
By the way, oh my God, I had one of the most awkward. I just remembered one of the most awkward toilet moments. Where was it, though?
Here we go. Get ready, kids.
You know what? I think it might have been at WonderCon. I think it was WonderCon. I was walking to the bathroom, and there was a guy, like, kind of rushing into it, like, so we were kind of meeting this way, and he was gonna go right in front of me to go in, and so I was like, oh, this guy's really gotta go. But he was carrying food. He had, like, a plate. Now, bear with me, this is exactly what he had. He had a plate with, like, a burger on it, and then a plate on top of that with another burger on it, and then a plate on top of that.
Okay.
So he runs into the bathroom pretty quickly, and I go in right behind him, and I see him go into the last stall. And I gotta go in there and do my business, so I go into the stall furthest from him. So I go to the first stall.
Because that's the rule. You go into the stall farthest away from anybody else. It's urinal etiquette as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, in the ladies' room, we don't have those options. Usually there's one stall open and you just go for it.
And so I'm sitting in there, and I'm thinking, what is this guy gonna do with that food in there? Like, you don't bring fucking food.
Maybe
like,
he had to. Maybe
you don't.
His thing is food instead of magazines.
I don't know. That's awful. If that's true, that's awful. So this is what I hear. I start to listen because I'm curious. No, I don't even hear that. I hear, oh, damn it. Damn it. Come on, we can do this. He said we can do. Come on, we can do this.
Was he coaching himself?
He was talking to himself.
And he's like, come on, we got this. And I'm thinking, what? What's happening over there?
That's so weird.
And then just more struggling and like, damn it. And a lot of movement. Like a lot.
He might have just been super backed up.
But like, I didn't hear any poop sound.
Exactly, because he was super backed up. He's trying to work it out.
Maybe he thought eating the burgers would help move it through.
Maybe it was a reward system. Like he had to tell himself, if I get this one, you can have a bite of this burger. I'll put one in. Get one out, I'll put one in. It's a deposit, come on. I want you to be the bank of juicy. Oh, look, I got 2 burgers.
So did you just leave while he was coaching himself?
Hang on, my stomach is a bank of poop. Come on. I'm gonna put A deposit
in. Just give me a withdrawal.
I'm gonna withdraw.
Just give me I got 2 juicy burgers. They're getting cold. Come on.
So wait, so what happened?
It was a reward system. I know that's what was
All
going
I
on.
know is
100%.
that he
I
got
think it was his
finished.
magazine.
My plan was to stay in there as long as I could to keep hearing what was going on over there.
I'm surprised you didn't record it on your phone.
Well, I couldn't. It was too far away. It would have gotten nothing. But I sat there. I was way done because I was waiting to hear more from this guy. And basically what happens is he just finishes up. There were no sounds, no urine, nothing else. Toilet flush sound, and then he goes to the sink. I see through the little slit, I check out what he's up to. He just sets his food down, washes his hands, picks his food back up, and leaves.
What?
Nope.
So he didn't eat the food while he was
No,
in
he
there?
didn't eat it. He just
He couldn't eat it because it was a reward. He didn't get
get the
himself a
reward.
Didn't poop.
Strong-willed.
We figured
Tight
it out.
butt, strong-willed.
There's 5,000 wasps in my bed. The description is see the title. And the question we asked you guys was, what's your most terrifying insect home invasion story?
J-Day writes, man, I hate wasp. One time I was in the park and I saw a wasp rip a bee in half and fly away with the bottom part of its body, and I saw the bee's head and it was still alive.
Wait a minute.
Scary ass f***.
Hold on a second. We're not talking about your dangerous, gangster friend wasp here.
Please read it again. Please read it again.
Man, I hate wasp.
I like to think that there's a friend of his that hangs out in the park. He calls wasp.
Okay.
Listen, do we have to invite wasp every time we hang out in this park?
Dude, all he does is
Yeah,
he looks for
okay.
bees and he cuts their heads off.
I'm hoping so hard that they were actually trying to write scary as f***.
Oh, of
but
course.
they're autocorrect because
Yeah.
they use the word ass so often.
Yeah.
Their autocorrect just turned guys to ass.
But here's the
Hey,
thing,
wait
right?
a second, Matt. I think we need to leave this scary movie. It is a little too much of a scary ass for me. So
Yeah, Steve is very sensitive to scary ass. But here's the thing. This wasp took the bottom part of the bee's body, which means it very well flew away with it to ass it.
No.
That's a scary ass fuck. So it's like a stinger in stinger
I'd
action.
like to take this opportunity to educate potentially people that are unaware. A scary ass can occur when you aren't using topical lubes and if you're going straight raw. You don't want to do that because there's a lot of sensitive skin in the anus.
I have another VidCon story for my awkward
Okay.
Nice.
recently. Bowman, Peter Gilroy, and Tyler Phillips of the Bath Boys were hanging out with Steve that night, and not Steve, but those three got obliterated, and they end up coming back to the hotel.
And it's a dangerous situation, man. Those guys are like...
They just have fun. They're just unhinged. And they go back to the hotel, and I see them in the bathroom, the hotel bathroom, the public bathroom. And it's the first time I see them. It's the first time they see me at VidCon. And we're super excited because we always have a lot of fun together. So I see them, and I just start singing a song. I'm like, it's Tyler Phillips, Peter Gilroy, Matthew Bowman, and we're in the bathroom and jumping. And then we all start yelling, jumping, and jumping, and jumping, and jumping. We're jumping, we're jumping, you're jumping, Peter's jumping, Tyler's jumping, we're jumping. We all just get in unison and we're getting louder and louder. And then this 83-year-old security guard comes in and goes, hey! I will arrest all of you right now! And Bowman goes, for jumping? We all laugh and then we just scatter. We just scatter. I'm like, later, boom. Bowman punches the security light and then runs out. But Peter Gilroy's laughing. By the way, they have Hawaiian shirts on.
and their shirts are
no
open.
undershirts. Their big bellies and hairy chests are just hanging out. So we're 30-year-olds just jumping in the. We're jumping. We're jumping. We're jumping.
That's so weird.
It was such a good jovial moment.
I would go to my abuelita's house, and the chicharron would be like a goddamn blanket. It would be like a massive. The whole family could get
What
it.
is
Like
that?
a whole
What's a
pig's
chicharron?
back. I'll tell you what it is. It's when they skin a pig.
How do you know what this is?
Yeah, this man knows food.
I know food.
Okay.
It's when you skin a pig.
Yeah.
Like at a luau?
Well,
Mexicans don't have luau's.
Okay.
They have parties.
I'd like you to be a little bit more
Racially,
aware,
culturally
sensitive
Okay, well,
of
teach
the
me.
Hispanics.
Tell me all about it.
So
Steve.
basically, they'd get a pig and they'd kill it. Then they'd skin that fucker and they'd pull the whole skin off. They'd peel off all of its
Okay,
skin.
got it. Yeah.
And then they dry that skin.
Oh.
And then they, ooh, baby, they
You
let
eat
it
the
dry.
skin?
Don't they let it dry?
You know they let it dry.
Wait, you
Oh,
eat
yeah.
the skin?
Hold on a second.
Just
Have you
let him finish.
and then it gets real crispy and delicious. Ooh, it gets, and I'm telling you what, you break off a piece of that pig skin and they're gonna be crumbles.
Oh, there's gonna be little crumbles.
There's gonna be crumbles.
Lots of little crumbles.
And I tell you, you take
This
a bite.
doesn't sound tasty.
No,
dude.
hold on a second. You
Just
ever had
hold on a fucking
Hold on,
second,
Trisha
Trisha.
Hershberger.
Sorry.
Have you ever had?
Sorry.
Let me ask you this real quick. Let me ask you a hot question. Have you ever had a piece of fried chicken?
Yes.
Yeah, you're eating that skin.
Yes,
aren't
I
you?
have had
stick
fried
Yeah,
chicken.
I'll tell you what,
Chicken
you've eaten
skin?
that chicken skin.
But think about this. Imagine if that chicken skin were like 8 times as thick because it's a goddamn pig.
But are you
Hold on a
eating the
second.
skin on the pig meat, or are you just
No,
eating
it's just the skin.
It's just the skin. Well, sometimes there's little bits of meat on the bottom part.
Was that
Those
like a
are
secret?
Those are treats.
Those are special little meat treats.
Trisha, those are meat nubbins.
Now-
Answer me this, Joe. Was all of this happening mid-pee?
No, it was in the common sink area.
You're like telling this story, and I'm picturing
Everyone's
you like
rolling
in
the
a
stall.
urinal.
Jumping and peeing.
And then you just see them, and you're like, "What's up? I'm jumping.
We're jumping. Stop. Listen to that guy. You got this big old bite of this juicy burger chicken. Come on, there's 2 burgers here. Come on.
Do you ever cook beans, Trisha?
Trisha, have you ever cooked beans?
Have you ever cooked a bean in your
Trisha,
life?
real quick, have you ever cooked beans?
Okay, because here's the thing, Trisha.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing, Trisha.
Here's the thing.
okay.
Trisha, here's the thing. Okay? You take
My
one of
hands
these
are sweaty, I'm
chicharrones
sorry.
and all the little bits that fly off, what did we call them?
They're called
They're tasty
nubbins.
Nubbins, all the tasty treats. You just chop it up and you throw it in with those beans and you slow cook them.
That I've done before.
You slow
I know.
cook that
I
fucker.
know how to
talking
make
about-
all the little crumbles, they just render down.
And I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
you grab those and you throw them in así. Turn on that heat
What's
on
así mean?
like this.
Oh.
Hey, why
I
don't
feel
we,
like I'm on Dora the Explorer.
let me tell you something really quick, Trisha. Shay Day says, "Man, I hate wasp."
What's the most fun thing you and your siblings would do as kids? I would say hands down. The most fun thing that we did, and probably hours, like hundreds and thousands of hours were spent going up in a wagon up a hill and then rolling down it.
yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Good times.
That was like 4 hours and 5 years of our life.
Good
I was
old
like,
repetitive
want a wagon?
feels.
Yeah, a wagon.
You want a wagon?
You
Want
probably had
a
some
wagon?
epic crashes.
We had some epic crashes, hard
You ever hurt
crashes.
yourself?
Oh, so many times. The fact that we weren't in helmets was terrifying.
What did your parents
now-
think about that?
They were busy. They were really
busy.
happy.
They were really happy. Having the time of their lives.
The kids are finally at an age where they can
The
go
kids
outside.
are outside for
Yeah.
the next 5 hours.
And it's okay.
There was this huge hill, and we would just go down it, and there was this rock, like this
Oh my
huge rock at the
God.
end of the hill.
That's
that
we call that the
always-
stop rock.
It was a stop. It was honestly.
Aim
it
for the
was
stop
like,
rock.
Go for the stop rock. Like everyone
Oh
was just
my
like,
God.
just go down and like you just go tink. Oh wow,
Dude, I was the kid on the side that was like, "You guys go ahead. It looks like a lot of fun, but that stop rock's creeping me out."
Really wish I had something called Reddit right now to keep me entertained.
Guys, I have some funny gifts to show you. Oh, it's not invented
Dude, we
yet.
would play neighborhood hide and seek.
Yes.
So
that's awesome.
Which was we would only play it at night. So
in your
once
fun
Do you remember when we did
neighborhoods.
the barbecue hide and seek?
I missed it.
Damn it,
Yeah.
Joe, you did miss
I missed
it.
that too, I think.
But once the
did. It
sun
was
would
the
go
best.
down, like 10 of us neighborhood kids and my siblings, we would go out in my backyard to be home base.
Oh,
and
I love that.
it was the whole neighborhood. So our like 5, 6 immediate surrounding neighbors, their yards were free game. And their trees and the tops of their houses. Inside of it. That's what it was like. So we had a bunch of kids like climbing power poles and up in trees and stuff like that. And if you the goal was it was kind of like a
Power
hybrid
poles
kick
is a
the can.
horrible idea.
Oh, I know it was really bad, but it was great. We would just spend our nights running around,
Yeah.
trying to find each other. It was amazing.
I'm so jealous of your guys' safe neighborhoods.
Yeah.
I grew up in Oxnard.
You guys played Dodge the Bullet,
we
right?
played
Yeah,
Dodge
we
the
Dodge the
Bullet. We
Bullet.
played Watch Out for Marijuana.
We played Don't Wear Blue and Red.
Don't wear blue and red.
That was a fun game. Really easy to win.
Really easy to win.
Stephen Hawking says the Higgs will destroy the world. Instead of spending money on a particle accelerator, what should we spend it on? Is what we asked you.
You know what, Joe? Can I make a suggestion for what we should spend the money on instead?
Yes.
Sky City.
Oh, I remember Sky City.
What else, Sky City? Oh, I miss Elliott Morgan.
What? It's Elliott. Hold on. Let's see what he says.
No, I'm not doing this again. It was like so anticlimactic last time.
He says, that's good. How was the trip? Did you reach any existential conclusions? Fuck you, Elliott! Why did you leave?
You're going down the hill story reminds me of a time I went sledding with a bunch of friends, and then we were going down a hill, and this girl named Britney, who was really cute, and I had a crush on.
Britney. It's always a Britney.
This is the day that I
Fucking
probably
Britneys.
stopped having such a crush on Britney because we were going down this big driveway.
You saw her butthole. You're like,
Butthole
ew.
does have something to do with this story. So we were going down the driveway on sleds, and we're all having a good time. Yay! People have their dogs, and they're running down and chasing us on the
great
sleds and
time.
stuff. We're trudging back up the hill. We're laughing. It's great. And then Brittany goes down, and the dog is running right next to her. And she finally gets to the end, and she goes, "Oh no!" And we're like, "What?" And she goes, "The dog!" And we're like, "What happened?" "It was running next to me, and I put my hand out, and my finger went on its butt."
I love that that's what made you not have a
I know, it's like,
second
ew, I don't
finger.
like her
I'm not gonna date Butthole Britney. No way.
Butthole Britney.
Come on.
My finger went up its butt.
Why would she even admit that?
I think it's one of those, it just happened and I need to talk to
You know
someone
what?
about it right
After,
now.
after that, I would have been like, I'll date Butthole Britney. She might be fun.
Oh, Britney seems really
Butthole
nice.
Brittany when you're like in 8th grade.
Yeah.
You're right,
A lot
it's
different than
disgusting. You're right,
Butthole
it's
Brittany
true.
when you're
It's
30.
true.
It's true.
30-year-old Butthole Brittany probably does a whole lot of freaky shit.
Yeah, Butthole Britney is
Butthole
now.
Britney's a totally different person back
Nothing's
then.
off limits, Britney.
Oh my god!
It's terrifying.
That's it. That's all you see.
It's
one of the scariest
terrifying.
things you see.
Seen it. I decided a long time ago that I prefer not to experience negative emotions. I like emotions, but the positive ones. And so the negative ones, I sort of like, eh. The other day I was thinking about being annoyed because I was annoyed at the time, and I was like, this is annoying. What if being annoyed just felt like an orgasm? I was like, if I
People would watch SourceFed a lot more.
Yeah, and Bieber would be the president. There was a cafeteria-style joint called Furs in my town, and it had the best Texas toast.
Name.
I know, right?
Restaurant.
I know, Furs. Anyway, the question we asked you guys
Get
was...
your dinner at Spitz.
We here at Queeps have a good Queeps.
Hey kids, get in the car. We're going to Pubes and Turns.
Hey, I just got a waitressing job at Butthole.
No way! Dude, I hear they tip really well at prolapsed rectum.
Oh man, I hear
Yeah,
it's
but
almost as good as Moist Snatch.
The first time I could fit into women's size clothing and not kids size. Because for me that happened much later because I was so much tinier as compared to everyone else in my class. So the first time I could buy like a women's size 0. I was like, I went around yelling, I'm a woman now, I'm a woman now. And my mom was like,
I'm a woman now.
my mom was like, she didn't get her period, that's not what this is. To people, because I was like, I'm a woman! And my mom was like,
They're gonna think it's that. Yeah.
That's a lot different than the time I had a couple
Exactly.
drinks and was yelling, I'm a woman now.
What's your best/worst water park memory? Can I tell you something, guys?
Yeah.
Can I admit something to you guys?
You've never been to a water park.
What? Look, part of it is
Never
like
once.
I know, but I don't want to get too serious, so we're gonna stop as soon as I say it. But it's kind of like fat guy thing. It's a fat guy thing. Like I don't want to go and be shirtless around all these guys.
Wear
and
a
like
shirt.
I mean, I know, but then you're like the fat guy that's wearing a
I
shirt
wear
at
a
a water
shirt. No, I
park.
wear a shirt because I'm too pale.
I mean, okay, I get it. But I mean, you could take your
So-
shirt off and you wouldn't be like, "That guy's got boobs."
What's your favorite memory of looking at a water park and going,
It must have been that time when I was super dehydrated when my parents left me in the car while they were having fun at the water park and they didn't even roll the windows down?
your dad's just going down slides looking at you?
And there's like a walkie-talkie in the car, and every once in a while you hear, "Mijo, mijo, I'm having a good time, mijo." That's all it was.
Turn on the air conditioner.
It doesn't work unless the car's on, Dad. You didn't leave the keys. Oh, the batteries are dying, mijo.
Oh, goodbye. I love you so much. We're having so much fun.
The first night I got to college, I always had to ask my mom if I could go and do things. It was like a very long permission thing. So the first night my roommate's like, hey, you wanna go like get a pizza? And I was like, let me just ask my mom first. And then I was like, I don't have to do that anymore.
No.
And then everything just went.
The first like 3 months of college is trying to figure out your masturbation schedule. You have a roommate, and then
you have a roommate.
So you have this moral
You gotta use the shower.
fork in the road that
Use
you
the
also
shower.
hit too. You're like, to masturbate or not to masturbate when my roommate is in the room.
Oh
The
my
answer
goodness. A lot of people
is not.
Please don't. There's plenty of times I've experienced like your roommate's just kind of like, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck somebody right next to you.
Oh yeah,
And you kind of wake up and you're just like, you dick. You're
like,
crazy.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, college is fun. Let's move on.
Okay.
College is fun.
True story. I'd buy some goggles, or I'd own goggles, and when I was like 12, I'd go with my friend, and would search under the pool for money.
That's cool.
And we like found, like probably over the course of the day, like $25. So it was like almost enough to pay for the ticket to the water park.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Once, while I was doing this, I looked up, and there was a guy and a girl, they were in tubes next to each other in the wave pool, and he had his hand in her under part.
Water perv.
Yeah.
Wow, and what was she okay with it?
No, they were both into it. And I was like,
I found something greater than money.
Hey, you need to go up for air. Hank, you're gonna die. Hey, you can touch that someday. No, Hank. It's good, but it's not as good as you think. Hank, you're gonna die. I don't want this to be my worst water park memory.
How are you talking underwater like that? Oh my god. Yeah, that would have been pretty awesome.
Obviously I still remember it, so it was a fairly important moment in my life.
Just got burnt in.
Can you imagine though? You got a front row seat to that.
No,
Especially
yeah,
with
I could
goggles.
have like kept coming, and yeah. Oh man, it played a role in
You
many
just
of
go
my
up
many
there
of my
and just
memories.
gently put your hand on there. It's like, how are you doing that? It was the best day of her life.
Yeah.
And so, nice try.
Fuck! What was your favorite way to mess with your siblings when you were kids? From @McReese00.
I would punch him in the face.
You would not.
No, I would.
Really?
Because he was older and smarter and more clever and and in every way
was
more
just
powerful than
angry
me.
and
So the only
bam.
recourse I had was physical violence.
But wouldn't he get you back?
I was bigger than him. From like age 8 on.
Did you ever get into like
I think I have a
serious?
scar
It feels weird.
from his braces.
Punching people feels
I've never
weird.
punched anyone in the face.
Oh wow.
Never.
I punched a few people in the face.
Like I hope I don't get to. I don't
Well,
want
wait
to.
a minute. You've punched non-John people in the face.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's what I'm interested in.
What do you mean?
You've gotten
You
into
guys
some
have
fights,
never
bro?
punched people in the face?
No, I've.
I don't think people would expect you to have punched
Can I tell you
people
guys
in the
something?
face.
I was bullied.
But you fought back.
Yeah, eventually.
Man. So you were smart.
He was angry.
I never got into any serious
I punched a
altercations.
camp counselor in the face when I was at Boy Scout camp. Because
what
he
a
was
badass.
literally like taking part in the bullying of me. Like I was in a circle and the kids would push me back and forth between like 5 or 6 other kids, and they just pushed me around.
And
then
the
I was
camp
like,
counselor was like-
and he was doing it, and I was like, the next person I hit, I'm just gonna punch him in the fucking face.
Wow.
Is it okay to curse on this show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking go to
So I
town.
ended up, and I was like facing him, and I was just like, pfft, and then he fucking judo kicked me, like 20. Oh,
It's okay.
like 20 feet.
That was the sound effect. Judo kick.
Yeah.
And that man was Steve Jobs.
And I like ran away, ran to my tent.
You didn't go back after that.
No. Well, I did
What
like have
happened?
another couple weeks of Boy Scout camp, but
Well, so you stayed in the camp, and
Yeah.
like, were there repercussions?
no,
to that?
he came to my tent and apologized.
Was it sincere?
Yeah, he better have.
I think it was.
He said,
I also
I'm
in that
really
Boy Scout
sorry,
camp,
don't
I got a
want a lawsuit.
mole ripped off while getting pushed around and.
No
Yeah.
shit.
We just went to a dark place.
Yeah.
Boy Scout.
Did you do anything in retaliation for that?
No, but I was like, I went to the doctor and I was like, they ripped my mole off, and they were like, that's not possible. You'd be bleeding like crazy. And I was like, see the blood?
As you can see.
It's like you can't just rip a mole off. It's just not gonna fall off. And I was like, yeah, I know. A piece of my skin got
So then
ripped
you-
off by a child.
Oh my
And then you
God.
punched the doctor.
The most dangerous thing I've ever done, I may have told this story before, but so I'll summarize, I'll make it real quick. There were these tracks in Ventura, where I grew up in Oxnard, and so me and my pals would go to Ventura, we'd go to Main Street, hang out, I would busk there, play music. That's how I eventually got into my music gig. But anyway, so we would go to these train tracks in Ventura over by like this really gross beach, and there was this place called the Hobo Jungle. And that was like a super dangerous place. You didn't want to go there alone.
The Hobo Jungle.
Yeah, because it was where all of the homeless people would find shelter at night. And it was very dangerous because, you know, there's some psychotic people there and veterans and just people that were generally dangerous.
This was you poking the dragon with
This
a
was
stick?
us, yeah, this was about as dangerous as my life ever got. And I was about maybe 16, 17. So it was like, this was my rebellious phase. This was about as rebellious as I got. But we would go, and even going to the Hobo Jungle, near the Hobo Jungle, wasn't even the most dangerous part. The most dangerous part was getting there. Getting there, you had to cross these train tracks, and then the hill would meet the tracks at a point where you could climb down the hill and then go down to the dirty beach near the Hobo Jungle. So, but the tracks had about a good like 40 feet, 30 or 40 feet, where we were very high off the ground, and if a train
came, you had to stand by me it?
Yeah, if a train came, you were fucked. Except every like 50 feet, 100 feet or so, there would be this tiny little one-person little block to like stand out on, and the train would like fucking scalp your nose, basically.
No!
So one person thing, mind you. So we kind of had to know when the train was coming, and we didn't really know. So one night we all went with this big group of friends, girls and guys, and it was like, oh man, we were just gonna go to the beach and just kind of like maybe light a little bonfire and hang out. So we got on, and about a good half of us were already halfway off, and we were like in the safe zone. Then all of a sudden we heard the train whistle, and we were like, oh shit, and we looked, and the train was like 3 minutes off, and we still had like 10 people on the tracks still. So all of a sudden I'm like, I'm gonna watch people die right now. This is friends of mine.
Wait, why are they about to die? I'm sorry.
Because they were on a large, high-up piece of track that there was nowhere to go. And the train was coming. So all I see is just scattering legs, tripping, and trying to get to the hill. And then at the last minute, I see two of the last people on the tracks get lit up by the train light.
Jesus.
And the train just goes, vroom, and I was like, they're dead! They're dead!
Oh, they're dead!
Like, I'm gonna go to the police station tonight, and I'm gonna talk about how we were
Did
idiots.
I commit train murder?
Yeah,
This is
like,
train murder.
am I an accessory to, like, this is the end of my childhood. This is where my childhood ends. Innocence is gone.
I just grew up.
Yeah. And then the train passes, you know, some of the girls we're with are crying because they're thinking, this is it, we're fucked, we're gonna get in trouble, and our friend's dead. And then the next thing we know, our friends are, like, stumbling over the track onto the hill, and we're just like, we all run to meet what happened? You have to tell us. Well, at the last minute, we both like got into the thing that you could hide in, and we just like held each other, and as the train went by, it was crazy. Crazy.
What?
So the closest I ever came to death wasn't even me coming to death, it was my friend coming
Vicarious
to death.
close to deth.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Okay, so my brother is older than me by 3 years. So I could never, ever get into an altercation with him, ever. It was always just like, maybe I annoyed him with like stupidity or like wanting to hang out with him and his older friends.
Wouldn't it be awkward if Annoyance felt like Orgasm and then your little brother annoyed you? He's so awkward.
Mom! Tommy won't stop annoying me!
And then
I don't want him to stop! Exactly, it's like, Mom! Tell Steven to come in and annoy me more!
Yeah. And then your mom is annoyed by you. It's like, God! And then she's like,
God damn it. This movie exists in the world somewhere.
Hey guys, thanks for watching TableTalk. I hope it was real annoying for you.
Wait, and in that moment, Grandma and Grandpa come over.
Nope.
They're like, is someone annoyed in here? All right, we can't.
We need to talk about your son. He keeps annoying the dog.
Oh no. I I can't.
That I'm bisexual.
Trisha.
Like maybe it's. And then I thought, what?
Trisha's my favorite!
Trisha's my favorite!
No,
Somewhere in
wait.
the world, pants just exploded.
You can't say that. Have you guys ever tried PB&J with fluff and pancake syrup?
I'm not into all that shit.
Oh, is it too fippy dippy
It's
for
too
you?
fippy dippy.
It's not the fippy dippy, darling.
too
It's just the fact that I
fippy-dippy.
can't stand the consistency of the marshmallow. It's a little too sweet.
Maple syrup on peanut butter in a sandwich. Yum.
Have you guys
Do
ever
it,
tried,
your life will never be the same again.
You guys need to try peanut butter and jelly and pussy.
Like,
I could not wait to see where you would go with this.
Yeah.
I could
What's
not.
that like, Joe?
I have no clue. Like,
I could not wait to hear what was gonna come out of your mouth. I was like chomping at the bit.
Man, that was good.